What up, everybody? This is your boy Shaver Speaks. For those that are new to my channel, I do Marvel and DC related content. Tonight's episode of The Flash, Season 7 of Episode 5, Fear Me. A lot of fear going on. Now, what I really liked about this episode was that it helped me personally remember how to conquer my fears if I ever get in a tight little jam with my own anxiety. Yeah, own up to your fear. Admit that you're afraid, but don't let it stop you. Excuse me. So in tonight's episode of The Flash, we notice that all the Team Flash confront their biggest fears, and we also learn that Nora, the Speed Force god, has been attacked by both Psyche and Furiosa. Strength, for those that speak Spanish, or don't know what that means, or wondering why that's a weird name to name a meta villain. Furiosa means strength. Sorry if I mispronounced that word, I apologize. But it turns out Psyche and Furiosa are actually that of the same deity and category of Speed Force Mom, Speed Force Nora. Same category. And also, Cecile actually was the very first victim of Psyche because she has extreme telepathic and empathic abilities. I would say she's clairsentient of all things. She's a clairsentient empath, Cecile is. That means she has the ability to sense things about people, places, and things. And I feel like that's mainly the bulk of her power, Cecile. Now, Cecile was very hesitant about getting into DeVoe's chair to amplify her powers to get rid of Psyche because she feared that she would turn into a villain just like him. Now, did anyone else see her eyes glow green? Because I thought that was rather cool to see that. And I'm really interested to see how that plays into her character development and throughout the series and throughout the season, the rest of the season. And also, Killer Frost, she was a little sad to see that, they wanted to put her and Galen back together, have them join forces again via the Firestorm Matrix. And I find it rather ironic how they set up Killer Frost essentially on the run. Luckily, Killer Frost actually is of a separate entity, so Caitlin Snow's out of the mix. However, I'm wondering from the time that we'll see in next week's episode, are they going to be joined together once again, or are they going to still be separate entities? Because Mirror Meister's powers cryogenically replicated Killer Frost's cells so much that's why they were able to split up, make two different separate entities. Not to mention, in Killer Frost's nightmare with Psyche, she, dreamt of being ridiculed and being seen as public enemy number one by Central City and having not Caitlin, but having Joe West arrest her. So I find that rather interesting to see Christian Kramer, who is essentially a bounty hunter, try to take out and bring in Killer Frost. So I'm wondering how that's all going to play in for next week's episode. I'm also wondering how they're going to stop Psyche and Furiosa. Well, now they've stopped Psyche, but Furiosa's the only one out there now. Because even Nora says, I think they're of the same caliber as me. Because we saw her come in via the lightning carpet. Well, that's red, green, blue, yellow. And they pretty much just had no idea what the hell to do with her. But Barry puts his speed speedometer on her wrist, and then they're able to replicate, like, oh crap, she's of the same thing now. So I'm really wondering how they're gonna deal with this.